So half the year's gone, bro. How much closer are you to reaching your goals? Now, statistically, 80 to 90% of you wouldn't have actually remembered the goals that you set at the start of the year, which means that most of you haven't reached them by now and probably forgot about them. And this video is probably going to annoy you because you've forgotten about what you actually want to achieve. But if you want to know why you haven't actually achieved these goals that you've set out for yourself, it's really simple. You are too comfortable in your current situation. The thing that pushes us to change is not only to set a goal, to set an ideal, something to strive for, where we have the status, the respect, the high value woman by our side, the nice body, but we also need something to run away from, because everyone wants that. Do you think you're special in the fact that you want to be in shape, six-pack, you want to have a nice bodybuilder frame, and you want to look good? Everyone wants to look good. And the only reason why people don't achieve it is because they are too comfortable where they're at. And if that's you, bro, I think you need to look in the mirror at least one more time, because that's going to make you uncomfortable. Seeing yourself not in the shape you want to be, feeling embarrassed somewhat, maybe a little insecure, knowing why you wear a baggy shirt all the time so that, you don't have to, take it off while you're on the beach. Just take your shirt off and just look at yourself. Am I happy with my current state? Ask yourself that. And that's what you need. That feeling of being uncomfortable. This doesn't mean you have to hate yourself. You are capable of so much. You're capable of anything you put your mind to. And that's something I tell myself as well. I don't hate myself. I actually love myself. But I love myself too much to let myself stay comfortable where I'm at. I used to suffer with this mindset of being comfortable and looking for comfort and not chasing discomfort. It brought my body to such an unhealthy point where I was obese at a child's age. And I realized that this focus on trying to be as comfortable as possible, not play sports when I was a kid, not try and eat healthy foods because that made me uncomfortable, not try and explore or have new experiences, not try and exercise. All that led to a constant feeling being uncomfortable with my body. And that is the worst feeling of discomfort because you can't escape it. I would tell myself this as well. When was I going to start losing the weight? When was I going to start working on my body or, working on self-improvement? I'd start Monday. Oh, I'm too busy. My schedule's too packed. Without realizing that, this is all I got. I'm all I got. Why am I not going to show up for myself and give myself the best chances at life and work towards bettering myself every single day? Because if you don't do that, then you got nothing else. So by now I hope you can relate to how I approached it when I was younger and why that was the wrong way to do things. So what's the right way to do things? What's the right mindset shift for you to become jacked, but also be the best at self-improvement that you can be? That mindset shift is by understanding and realizing that for you right now, the pain of staying the same is more than the pain of change. You have to get to that point where the pain of change has to be less than where you are at right now, which is the literal definition of being uncomfortable in your current situation. That's the key. That's what I finally realized when I started and committed to my fitness journey and committed to getting 1% better every single day. This is something I think about every single day, man. This isn't something I take holidays with. Now, yeah, you can have fun in life, but you have to realize that the fun that you're having at your point right now is not the fun that you'll be having when you're closer to your dream, physique, when you're with a woman that you respect and admire and who respects and admires you. The amount of fun that you'd be having at that point, it's worlds different. So that's why being uncomfortable where you're at and realizing that the pain of staying the same is worse than the pain of change, that's when you'll finally take action and continue taking action towards your dream physique, towards losing that body fat, towards building that aesthetic frame and body and achieving all these goals. Now, if you're not at that point where you are feeling urgent, that you need to make a change, you need to start today or else, then I want you to sit down and reflect on your life. Reflect on the actions you're taking every single day and ask yourself, if I keep taking these actions, if I keep doing what I'm doing, in 3 months, 6 months time, will I be happier? Will I be more well achieved? Will I be more satisfied with my body? Or will I not be? Ask yourself that. Is what you're doing right now conducive to the person that you want to be in the future? And if it's not, then I would start panicking. Low-key. I actually really would. Because that right there is uncomfortable as fuck. Imagine knowing that you're getting worse day by day and not doing anything about it. That's way more scary than being consistent in the gym, than eating a healthy meal. I ate a healthy meal 30 minutes ago. A nice meal with mixed fruit, with smoked salmon, vegetables. It was great. And it made me feel good knowing that I was doing something for myself. You need to start doing that too, bro. If you actually want, you know, that actual feeling of feeling good about yourself, not just looking for comfort in other ways. Now, if you have a vision inside your head of that person 30 days from now that is still doing the same actions, or that person 1, 2, 5 years from now that's still doing the same actions, good. I want you to write it down. Get some random piece of paper, get a pen, and write down what will happen if I don't change. Have that as a headline and write down in detail what you look like, how you feel each and every day, what you're doing and what you're not doing to achieve your goals. Write that down and get really in detail with it. I want you to really know that version of you that you are heading towards right now. Because that right there, that sounds like hell. Now I know you think I'm exaggerating, bro, but hell can mean different things to different people. For me, hell was a really bad point in life. Hell for me was being over 105 kilos at 5'4", which is what, 230 pounds, at the age of 13. That was hell to me. For you, it doesn't have to be that bad. For some people, it's 500 pounds. But finding where hell is for you and taking a peek at it is exactly what you need, because you don't need something to run to. You don't just need that. You need something to run from as well. You can't have one without the other, otherwise you won't be motivated enough to stay on the path. This is why so many people fall for things like motivation. They watch David Goggins reels every morning to try and get the motivation to go to the gym, to go on that run they wanted to go on, or promise themselves that they go on. And it's not strong enough. Of course it's not strong enough, because this is motivation, this is outside influence. What you want is influence from yourself, but from a version of you that you do not want to turn into. And this is where the whole concept of improving day by day, getting 1% better each and every day, this is where it comes from, because you're only getting better or you're getting worse. There is no maintenance, there is no neutral. You can't stay the same forever, because for one, you'll be getting older. You'll be getting more fragile, more older. You'll start to decay as you age, which instantly works against you. If you do nothing from this point on and you do the exact same things, you will get worse. Now, if you go out more, if you drink more, if you eat more junk food every single week, then that accelerates how fast things get worse. But to reverse it, things can get better. Things can get way, way better. So this video essentially, bro, I made it because I want to ask you, are you truly satisfied where you're at right now? Just ask yourself that. Sit with yourself and please ask that to yourself, because I don't want you to live a life of regret. It's way more painful than temporary pain from going to the gym or doing something you don't feel like doing, because you know it's going to better you. So are you satisfied with where you're at right now? Comment below and let me know where you're at right now in your fitness journey, with your career, with your self-improvement, what you want to do, whether this whole self-improvement journey is something new to you entirely and you're glad that you came across this video. Let me know. If it resonates with you, then feel free to drop a like, and I hope that this was valuable to you, bro. Now remember, leave no more lost potential. Peace.